Panginoong Diyos, aming Ama, ang Diyos ng awa at mapagpatawad. Ang biyaya mo ay tunay at lubos, walang katulad at banal. Ngayong Kapaskuhan at nalalapit na bagong taon, inaalala namin ang tunay na regalo sa sangkatauhan. Pinagkaloob mo ang iyong anak na si Jesus upang kami na naniniwala ay maligtas sa aming mga kasalanan at sa kamatayan. Marami sa amin ang nalulungkot at nangungulila sa mga mahal namin sa buhay na nawala dahil sa COVID virus, sakuna at mga sakit. Pakinggan niyo po ang aming mga panalangin at panaghoy. Kalamayin niyo po ang aming mga puso at bigyan ng lingap at kapayapaan kaming mga naulila at nahihirapan. Naway ang kalooban niyo po ang maghari at maganap. Ikaw po ang tunay at may alam ng bawat kalagayan ng iyong mga anak. Espiritu Santo, o aming Diyos, datnan mo po kaming tapat at naglilingkod sa iyo. Ito ang aming samot panalangin na may buong pusong pagtitiwala sa ngalan ng Ama, Anak, at Espiritu Santo. Amen.
Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kanta at programang Tatak Pinoy. Napapanood at napapakinggan kahit saan ka man. Streaming worldwide. In South Manila, this is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin. Ito'y mapapakinggan.
V81 Radio.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program anchors and producers and do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of this station. Buckle up and get ready, set, and go. Join Sports Girl anchor Nicole Ganglani as she dives deep into the lives of athletes, fitness personalities, and enthusiasts from the sports industry. This is Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Hello mga ka-sports tropa, this is your sports girl anchor Nicole Ganglani welcoming you to our show today where we talk all things sports and fitness. Buckle up, get ready, set, and go. We're here to put the spotlight on different athletes from different sports to hopefully inspire you to be better every day. So, we open season 2 with a Valentine special. Since it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, we've got a special episode. We're going to be talking love and golf with two professional golfers. I'm really excited for this one. Let's celebrate the idea of sports, especially golf, the local golf scene, and of course, love. Let me bring out two golfers named James Slam and Marvi Monsalve.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, guys. Thank you again for hopping on the show to talk golf. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear your story as a couple and basically more about the golf scene. Why that look, Marvi? Yeah. So I'd like to ask first, before we talk about golf, how did you guys meet? Like, was it because of the sport or how did you guys get closer, basically? So if it's two different side of the stories, then maybe we can start with James or Marvi, or is it the same story naman?
Pretty much the same.
The same, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sige, go Marvi. How did you guys meet?
It's like we met because of golf.
That's
We actually have a large, we have a parang 6-7 year age gap.
Okay.
So I was actually, when he came to the Philippines when he was like 15. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
from
from
where?
Brunei.
Yeah,
Brunei?
I live in Brunei, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like 9 years old now.
Right. Okay.
And we were both in the same
Love.
club back in the day in Valley. We used to practice in Valley, in Antipolo, Rizal. And then I think that's where we never really
Talk.
gotten introduced
Yeah.
or talked. But
Where
we just knew
we
each
know
other.
about each other, yeah. We
Yeah.
just know we weren't friends.
Yeah.
Did you guys like each other na at that moment, or was it just okay? I know him, I know her.
No, it's more of
Just
like
more like, I know him.
I know this guy.
I know her.
He plays golf here.
Yeah.
I know this girl. She plays golf here. Like that, no? And then
So,
I think
Yeah.
we got
How did you guys like
together.
start talking and like
Um,
together? Who made the first move? Yun na lang.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. We only started talking at the start of 2019. That's when we really started talking. Yeah.
Because
But-
we played with our group of friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Our
Okay.
friends or
Like
friends.
Jet, Alex, Daniel. We all
Shout out
all
to
five of us shout out. All five of us we would play together like in different courses. Tapos we would
Yeah.
make bets. Tapos wala lang, masaya lang.
It just developed through that. Okay.
Tapos,
Yeah, we were just really friends at that time, and
Right. And then it just
yeah.
grew.
Yeah.
Nice. So would you say golf played a role on how like you both developed your friendship?
yeah, big
Yeah.
part.
big part.
Because we saw each other a lot because of golf.
Right. Because you guys were in the same club, right?
Well, at that time in 2019, no. So we were already pros. Some golf courses give us the privilege to play there like once a week.
Yeah.
Some courses actually are more lenient, like Summit Point, held the GM held by Vic de Guzman. We're super thankful to him that he would allow us to come out and play. Or Orchard, you know, different golf courses around here have some sort of privileges for the pros, and you know we can usually get together and then get out on the course and play. So that's what
That's
we.
So it was just basically being in the same club and just seeing each other often. That's how your love grew on.
Yeah.
Great, thanks for that. So, so how did you guys individually naman? Because I'm pretty sure, like what you guys had mentioned kanina, you started golf before you met each other. So you have your own stories, right? How did you individually get into golf? With James, I believe you started in Brunei, right?
Exactly, yes. I was introduced. Actually, I was introduced by my dad when I was
Mhm.
really young, but I was never into it since I was super focused in basketball, and that was
Right.
the dream at that time. Like through my younger years until I think I was in my mid-teens,
Yeah.
and then so I think it was 20. Was it 2012 or no? Wait, all right, I can't remember. But I think I was 14 at that time. And then I was moved to New Zealand for a year,
Yeah.
and so I was really just focusing on basketball,
Right.
and then we came back to Brunei again after a year in New Zealand, and my dad goes, "You won't be going back to New Zealand anymore," and I met up with a friend, and he started playing golf a little earlier than me, and he was hitting balls like he took me
Yeah.
out to the range, and he was hitting balls like 300 meters out there, and I'm like, oh damn, I want to do that. So
Right. Yeah.
I tried, and then I had a coach, Aaron Johnson, but I
Yeah.
think he's now in Malaysia. But
Okay.
he was my coach at that time, and then he was teaching me all the basics, and I was able to get it out there, and then
Yeah.
I was instantly hooked. And then I kindly sort of like moved the transition from being a basketball player to like I want to play
Was it
golf.
a hard transition?
No, because at the time I was very athletic. I was doing all kinds of sports, so I had all the strength, the endurance
Okay.
that I
So it
needed.
was a hard naman.
It was, of course, golf is a hard sport. I mean,
Yeah.
it's never
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
get to that later. I'm excited to talk about golf and its basics. But yeah. Um,
yeah, it's a challenging sport, and until this day, it still is. And we're always trying to find ways to like get out there and perform in a high level. So yeah,
and then you came here and started.
I
When
came
did you
here.
when
I
did you
came
start getting into like the national teams and whatnot?
Well, I think I was 16 or 17 at that time when I played once or twice.
Mm.
Played in the Muro Cup in Taiwan or the Philippines, but of course I was just new in the game, so I wasn't really that great. So yeah, I was kind of like the side B of the amateur, while everyone else was A class.
I'm pretty sure you got better at it considering you're at the national team now, no?
Well, not really in the national team or individual.
Oh,
But
sorry. You compete nationally, right?
I used to. I used
Okay,
to.
before the pandemic, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So thanks for that, James. How about you naman, Marvi? How did you get into golf?
I started really young. Like, nakita ko yung brother ko pumapalo sa range. Tapos,
Right.
ako, sabi ng mami ko, gaya-gaya daw ako. So, wala lang. Sabi ko, ako din. Ako daw, sabi ng mami ko, ako din. So, yun.
How old was
Nag-
that? Sorry, how young was that?
7. I was 7.
You're 7. Oh, that's pretty young.
So, I'm 26 now. So, yun. Um, and then I just kept coming to the range. Tapos, I loved it. Parang masaya when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
so it just grew naturally on you.
Yeah. And then meron incentives. Like, if you hit this there, you'll get this. Parang usually drinks. Like,
Yeah.
shake. Tas, sige. Tas I'll challenge myself. Yun, ganun lang. Until, parang, natuwa ko ng natuwa. Yun.
When did you start joining tournaments?
When I was 8.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty young considering you started at 7.
Yeah, when I was 8. I was actually, matapang, confident when I was 8. I was more confident. Kasi bata pa di ba?
Yeah, so there's so much fear, right? Yeah,
Kaya
pressure.
wala pang fear talaga. Like, I was, beginner lang. Pero, parang gusto ko ka-flight yung magaling. Eh, syempre, when I was a beginner, di ba usually mas mabagal yung pace ng beginners
Yeah.
than the ones who actually play na. There's this mom, she didn't want me to play with her kid.
Why?
Kasi I was a beginner, I was slow, ganyan.
Okay.
And sometimes slow play is disruptive for some
Yeah.
players. Tapos, I told the mom daw na, excuse me, I'm not a beginner. Pero beginner talaga ako, no? Wala lang. Parang lang, kapal mukha lang.
Yeah.
Pero yun. Tapos eventually, natuwa ako sa competition.
Yeah. Nice. That's nice.
Natuwa ako sa pressure.
It was never like something that you had to do for you. It's more of like something that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's
It was always like that.
That's nice. So, what was it about golf that you both pursued in the long run? Like James, you had mentioned kanina na you were a basketball player or getting into basketball. So, why did you guys commit to golf? What was it about the sport that made you do that?
Well, I think it's the challenge.
The
I
challenge.
think, yeah. At 14 and 15, when I was making the transition,
Yeah.
with basketball, I was, not to be vain about it or mayabang, but I was already dunking at the age of 14, because I really worked hard on my legs and all that. But then when golf came around the corner, I was like, this is a whole different level of challenge, because it's, you got to learn how to hold the club, you got to learn how to your hand-eye coordination.
Yeah. It's an individual thing talaga, no?
It's very individual. It's not a team play. And I actually liked that feeling.
Right.
And then if you accomplish something in basketball, of course it's always a team sport. But then with golf, it's just you, most of it, and then like you have your caddy, and then your
Sad.
cat.
It's okay. We love dogs around here.
You have the trainers behind you. You have your coaches, but mainly it's because of you, because you're out there hitting the golf ball and making it happen. That's what really got me hooked. And
Challenge. I love that.
yeah, and the competition, of course.
Sorry,
I've always been competition. I've always been a competitive player.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to accomplish something and then rise above occasions talaga.
How about you naman, Marvi? What was it about the sport that you pursued in the long run?
For me, it's the small goals. Like, when you're a kid, you want to win.
Yeah.
And then, like, maybe win one tournament. Tapos, eventually,
Back shortly. This is Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Are you ready to explore a new kind of music? Yung bang kakaiba na hindi mo pa napapakinggan, mga bagong artist? Nagugulat sa inyo sa kanilang awit at tugtugan. Discover them, hear them in Napalm Hour. Ang Napalm ay ang new all-Pinoy alternative music source na para sa kakaibang musika. Alternative artists and bands all the time. Catch them at Napalm Hour. Mondays through Fridays, 12 noon to 1 p.m. and 8 to 9 p.m. Streaming live on V81 Radio mobile app. Kaya i-download mo na for free. Now na!
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To run my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rock the party and come correct. All cuts are on time and rhyme connect. Got the right to thought and to elect. Another rapper can't stand it, but give us respect. I wanna rock. Back in 1955, man didn't know about a rock and roll show. No red guys, white man had the smokes, black man had the blues. No one knew they was going to do what Tchaikovsky had to do. Oh, let me rock. I know what I want. I love rock and roll. Put another time in the jukebox, baby. And it came to pass, the rock and roll was born. Love across the land, every rock and band rolling up a stone. And the guitar man got famous, the business man got rich, and everybody was a superstar with a spirit. I know what I want.
Sorry.
We were back. No worries, no worries.
Yeah.
So we were
Okay.
talking about how what was it about golf that made you pursue the sport? So Marvi, if we could just go back to that lang.
Like I said, it's the short-term goals and the long-term goals. Like you always have to have a dream, or a dream and then a short-term goal, long-term goal. I think that's what kept me going. Because when I was a kid, I just wanted to win one tournament, tapos eventually naging play abroad, and then maybe place abroad, like win or get an award abroad, and then go to college in the US. That became a goal because their NCAA golf, like their college golf, is very competitive around like there. Madaming schools, and they really take it seriously.
You
Tapos,
mentioned NCAA golf. What school were you representing?
CBU, California Baptist University,
Okay.
in Riverside, California. So, yeah, And then when I graduated college, I wanted to turn pro. And then now that I'm a pro, I want to win as a pro. And then
Yeah.
maybe play in a bigger stage. Parang that's always been the goal.
Yeah. So
So yeah,
thanks for
that's what
that.
kept me
Yeah.
going.
Sorry.
That's what kept me going. Yan. Yung short-term goals, long-term goals.
Yeah. So I'd like to ask, how did you guys gradually develop your talents for golf? Obviously, perfecting or even like training for a sport doesn't happen overnight, diba? Like, especially with golf, where um, James mentioned kanina na you really have to perfect the way you hold the curb. Sorry, curb ba tawag doon?
Grip, yeah, like how you hold the
Yeah.
club.
Yeah, club, and the way you swing and all that. So how did you guys gradually develop your talents for the sport?
So obviously, when I started, we me and my coach back then worked a lot on the basics,
On the
and
basics.
yeah, so your grip, stance, your posture, everything had to do with you know being able to swing the golf club in a certain way, and you also have your mind to create some shots and let your body kind of do it. Um, for me now, it's more of you know practicing the move and whatever kind of golf shot I want to hit. Of course, there's always back to base. It's there are times when you have to go back to basics and then recheck everything, your
Mhm.
alignment, and all. But right now, it's more of like um, how you put them all together, pretty much. Yeah. So now we like for me, I don't usually like work on like how I hold my club or
Yeah,
all that stuff. It's more of what I picture,
right.
and that's where I have my coach, Mike. He helps me a lot with that, and then we usually go. Back in the day, we didn't have like any numbers or anything like that, but since I switched with Mike, our coach actually,
Yeah,
um, there's this device that actually gives you numbers and whatnot and whatever it is that you need to know about whatever shot you want to do. So that's where we base our feel off, and then that's what we work on, and then prepare for like upcoming tournaments. It tells you pretty much everything that you need to know: how far you carry the golf ball, what's your total distance, how far right, how far left you're swinging it. Those are the kind of things that I work on now, just to prepare for like events coming up. And it's faster. It's faster versus like back in the day. You would have to do a lot of repetitions and a lot just to like get the feel of
yeah,
a shot that you want to do. Versus now where we have all this equipment and all that I want to create this shot, and then I do it. I see the numbers, and it just pops up and shows me what I'm doing and what I'm doing wrong, or what I'm doing right, and it makes sense very quickly. And since we've been doing this for so long, it's not that hard to you know create it and then see the numbers come out. So it's a bigger help. So preparation wise, it's a lot shorter than it is versus back in the day.
yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for that insight. How about you, Marvi? How did you constantly develop your talents?
I practiced a lot. Pero
You practice a lot. Yeah.
when I was younger, di ba yun nga, may incentives. So, parang, just to help, motivate me to practice. And then, like, when we moved further to bigger things, yung parang bigger competition, ganyan, mas mataas yung pressure. So, and then, syempre, di ba, like what I said kanina, nung bata ako, medyo mas matapang ako compared to, like, when I was growing up. Kasi syempre, mas madami na akong mistakes na nagawa.
Yeah.
So, parang, it's more of like, a mental battle, like trying to be mentally prepared, and mentally stronger with like golf. So there's a lot of mental preparation that goes into it. I used to read a lot of books about golf, like with the mental side of it, just to help me, especially in college. Because in college I didn't have a swing coach there,
Yeah.
so it was all like if my swing was bad, I wouldn't know. Um, I would mostly rely on like how I'm hitting it right now. That's how I can work with it. That was me college, and then so I read a lot of books na parang that will help me stay in there. Kasi I know my swing wasn't that good considering I haven't had a lesson in like maybe more than 10 months, ganon, 1 year, ganyan. Nung nasa
Interesting.
way
Yeah.
ako. I wouldn't have access to lesson because I didn't wanna I didn't know any coaches there, and then I know it's very expensive, and then syempre budgeted ako, like I tried to budget myself ganyan because there's a lot of spending. So yeah, I would say mental preparation is good. I should be doing more of that now, pero like now I don't know. I got addicted to um just
Perfecting the swing.
perfecting my swing, which is bad. So
Oh,
maybe
okay. Why is it
maybe
bad?
because if you get obsessed with positions, you won't be able to really play with what you have. Like for example, on the course, um, oh, on the course, like if you hit a bad shot, like for me, if I'm addicted to my swing, I'll be like, "Hala, what's wrong with my swing?" So I'll start correcting. Versus
Yeah.
me in college, after I hit a bad shot, it's like, okay, it's just I wasn't mentally there. So let's try. I
Right.
wouldn't be
Okay. So
correcting like my like I wouldn't be thinking of positions, but I would be like thinking of how I could play around the course. So parang
right.
I was more focused on scoring. I was more
Yeah, it
focused
wasn't
on
just like a one-sided kind of thing. Nah, you're just looking at your swing. Yeah, it was more
yeah,
of like your whole game.
yeah. So right now I'm actually um battling that na getting obsessed with my swing again. Like of fixing my swing. Kasi um I know it's not good for the score, like scoring wise. Scoring is important.
Mm.
That's what makes you win tournaments, not having a pretty swing. Like wala namang prettiest swing award. Wala
Yeah,
namang ganun sa competition. So yeah.
thanks for that. So before we talk about your individual careers, I'd like to see lang your photos. Can we roll their photos, please? Just for ano. So this is you, James, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. That was a very memorable one.
What tournament was this?
This is in 2018. Central Zucchero de Tarlac.
Mm-hmm.
In Luisita, Tarlac, right? Yeah, it's in Tarlac. Yeah, it's in Tarlac. Yeah, that's my first professional win. I've never really accomplished anything in my amateur career. Um, and then, like I said, golf is a challenging game. And to come out 9 years 9 years being a pro, and then finally, capping one in was a huge relief. And, that the accomplishment that I felt after winning that was very emotionally grateful. Like I would say, like I was super happy.
Relieved.
really, yeah, pretty much.
Next photo. Oh, is that you, Marvi?
Yeah, this is when Marvi actually first caddied for me.
Oh,
Yeah, we were.
This was the year after he won,
Yeah, this was the year after he won.
and this is the same course.
Same course.
Pero this time he didn't win.
how old were you then, Marvi?
How old were you?
Me? This is
2019.
I was 20,
25.
25.
25. Okay.
No,
Nice.
24. 24. Sorry.
24.
Math.
You were 24 then. Okay. Yeah.
24.
Next. This is you? Are you
This
you
is-
both?
Caddied for me.
Huh?
So
This
this
is- I
is
caddied
when
for
he
Marvi.
caddied for me.
Yeah, so we kind of switch roles sometimes when we're free.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's cute. Were you
the
guys
first
together?
photo,
Hmm?
Were you guys together na then?
No, we
No.
weren't.
Not
But
yet.
we were talking na.
yeah,
But did you guys liked each other now, or you were just friends then?
We liked each other. But then, it's funny nga, this tournament, I had a really bad attitude. Parang may tantrum problems ako. Tapos, parang sinabi niya sa akin, nakaka-turn off ka. Parang kasi daw, ang sama ng ugali ko. Well, that time, before I had attitude problems talaga. When I turned pro, after college, I had attitude problems. Kasi diba, I told you, like, I obsessed about the swing. So, I had high expectations, like, coming out of college. And then, I went to see a coach in the US, and then I changed, like, my swing. And then, syempre, it looks better. So, I should be playing better. Like, I had that mentality. So, when I didn't play any better, or like I wasn't meeting my expectations, I got pissed. Like my expectations, parang parang di naman, like, even though it's a good shot, pero I wasn't satisfied. I get mad.
Yeah.
Tapos, so yun, that tournament, he was like, nakaka-turn off ka. Sarap mo iwan sa course. Like, gusto niya daw iwan yung bag ko, ganyan. Sama. Joke.
So
So
funny.
yun.
I ended up telling her after the second day.
Yeah. And then I said sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Because I was better the third day. Diba? I was
Yeah,
better.
after the second day, I was like, if you're gonna put up that attitude again on the third day, I'm gonna leave your bag with you on the golf course and walking out.
That's tough love.
Yeah, and then I said, I'm sorry. Kasi we were friends also. So, syempre, like, diba, you're, like, your friends, sometimes they're mean to you, diba? Because they love you. So,
That's yeah. Next photo. Thanks for that story. That was really cute.
yeah.
That's you, Marvi.
We did a bit with
June golf course.
Junior Golf Foundation.
Right.
Tita Nikki she's the president of June Golf right now. She actually, this was a Ryder Cup for the kids. Tapos she wanted captains and co-captains for each team, red and blue. So it was me and Ryan for the red team, and then Jet, Alex, and Joe for the blue team. Like, fellow pros din po. And then, yeah, I think we lost. Our team lost, but we had a lot of fun. So these two kids are actually Andrea and Reese. They're June golfers, promising June golfers.
Oh wow. Nice.
And then I actually caddied for Reese, the girl beside me.
Yeah.
I actually caddied for her in Malaysia, and she won.
Okay.
She's good.
Interesting. Oh, by the way, sorry, is this a Mr. Ariel J. Lam says they liked each other, lol. And then Miss Pau Gabatin says, hello, sorry if I mentioned your name wrong. Hello, my idols, James, Ryan, and Marvi. Hello, Miss Pau. So
Hello.
Hello, shout out to my sugar and to my princess bubblegum.
Next
Thank you.
video. Next slide, please. Oh, there.
Oh,
That's really
hello,
cute.
guys.
Where's that?
Oh, this is in Baguio at our friend's house in, where is it? Lagpas pa ng Baguio eh.
Alphaland?
Alphaland, yeah.
Yeah.
With
Oh,
Nicole
was this
Abelar.
recently?
Huh?
Was this recently?
Last December.
Last December. It's cute. Very cute.
It was
Next.
Chilly weather.
Okay. So, I'd like to ask, what do you guys like? You obviously play golf full time, right? Because it's kind of like your profession, right? So, I'd like to ask, how's that like for you? Is it something? Is it kind of like your 8 to 5 job, or it's something that it's just a few hours between the day, ganon?
Hi, Errol. You just shouted through the door. Eh? Hi, Errol.
Sorry.
Like,
Hold
what
on.
was your like, how do you get by? I'll take this one. Muna.
Go.
So, we usually practice some morning. Ideally, that would be like ideal. And then workout in the afternoon. Or we switch workout in the morning and then golf in the afternoon. Tapos, we actually, since golf, onti lang tournaments namin ngayon. Like, I'm actually trying to be an insurance agent in True Life. So, yeah, my friends are helping me out
Yeah,
with being an insurance agent.
Right.
Kasi, it's to support my golf dreams then.
right.
And kasi, of course, we need like monetary,
Yeah.
like cash flow. Ganyan. Since tournaments are, like, we only had 2 last year,
Mm.
which we're thankful for kasi we thought we wouldn't get tournaments with the pandemic. So, we're gonna have 2 again this year, this March. Hopefully, if it pushes
Good
through.
luck.
I know. Thank you. So, but the other tournaments, we're not really sure. Kasi usually before COVID, may list yan eh.
For sure.
They'd have 20 to
They would
25.
have 25. That's girls would have 11 or 12. So from 11 to 12, like cut down to 2, medyo masakit. So like
Yeah.
For
golf
sure.
isn't a 9 to 5 job right now. Before it was.
Before it was. And
So right now
we're
with
so
like,
heavily affected by the pandemic talaga.
yeah, with the pandemic, of course we need to look for other alternatives. Yeah. So yun, like I'm trying something new.
Thanks for that, Marvi. Thanks for sharing that. How about you naman, James?
For
like
me,
yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
taking this almost like a really long holiday, I would say. but I really during this pandemic, I really worked hard on my fitness.
Yeah.
So me and Marvi obviously have a coach.
Shout out to
Shout out to Coach Grayson. But
Daming shout.
but you know
he's tuned in, I believe. Miss Reese Ponce, is that her?
no,
That's my friend.
Grayson
Yeah.
Cornelia. Grayson Cornelia.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think when was that, mid last year? We kind of started with him.
No. Pandemic, April.
So a little before. So April, we started working with him.
Mm-hmm.
Until this very day.
Lockdown, during the lockdown.
Yeah, until now. So I've really invested in working out 3-4 times a week. Taking protein as much as I can. But it really only happened that way because I got inspired by one of the PGA Tour players that's playing in the States, Bryson DeChambeau. He used to be 190, hits the ball 290 in the air.
Yeah.
And then during the break, he's been he dedicated himself to fitness and to get himself bigger and stronger. He's now what, 230?
Yeah.
230 pounds, and he hits it 340, 350 in the air. And that's
Okay.
60
or
yards.
50, 60 yards difference
Yeah.
from when he was back in the day. And it made golf easy. He's a major champion.
Right.
And it's something that, you know, I wanted to focus on now. Being able to hit the ball further, it's a game changer. And,
Yeah.
and it's easier. I would say a lot easier if you have everything together, and especially if you're hitting it longer.
It changed a lot. Because
Yeah.
it used to be, it wasn't like that.
It wasn't
before.
like that before. It was more of
So
hitting
that's
fairways.
great how you guys like managed to find a way to improvise despite like how heavily affected. Actually, all sports naman were heavily affected, diba? How heavily affected you guys were in terms of like golf, in terms of your
Yeah.
golf careers, and it's great how you improvise. So before we go on break, I'd like to ask lang one conclusion question to you guys. You guys obviously found a sport na you cling to until now, and like as professionals, I'd like to ask your advice. How would you um push someone to start playing golf? Like obviously, it's not the most popular sport here in the Philippines. Like what we were talking kanina before the broadcast, no, the community's still growing, right, in the process of growing. So how would you like advise someone to get into golf?
I would say watch Tiger Woods.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Because he made the golf entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, he was the one who made golf
Watch his highlights.
big
Yeah.
in the whole world. Watching him play when I was younger and watching him dominate in his era was super phenomenal, and it's such a great thing to watch. And like I said, watch highlights of Tiger Woods and then get inspired by him. And I'm sure a lot of kids do that now and still do. So Tiger Woods.
Shout out to Tiger.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah, shout out to Tiger. I'd say the same. Like, watch a lot of highlights. Kasi it's really inspiring, especially when you see like all the glory and like the support of the people. Iba yung, like, you'll feel goosebumps sometimes for other people. Like, I feel goosebumps when I get goosebumps like when I watch Tiger Woods, like highlights niya. And then I'd say if they don't really like get inspiration from watching like clips, and they try to do like small competitions with their friends.
Yeah.
Like, try to stay competitive talaga. So thank you, Ella. Thank you.
Hello, Miss Emma. Okay, thanks for that. So it's really important to watch the professionals do it. Maybe people can watch you guys too, and hopefully they'll learn more from your stories. But in the meantime, let's first head to break.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be back shortly. This is Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Pagpatak ng 7, dapat lahat nakatutok sa amin. Catch these programs at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Talk Shop Asia Global, USA Edition, with Rolly Pagaspas and Rosario Cajucom Brad Perry. Home Not Alone, Sounds from Home, with Papa Gio. And Freedom in Christ, with Felson. It's all about entrepreneurship, entertainment, and enlightenment. Back-to-back programs at 7. LA at 7. LA at 7. Exclusively on V81 Radio, Los Angeles. bayan. Naho-homesick ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang Tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. Now back to Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Okay, we're back here at Sportswatch with our guests, Lovebirds, James and Marvi. Hello again, guys. Thanks again for hopping in. Yeah. So I'd like to talk more about the golf scene here in the Philippines. How would you describe it? Is it something that's still growing, or, of course, this is prior to the pandemic? Is it something that's still growing? Do we have like a national team? How is it like here in the Philippines, at least?
I would say it's still growing because there's a lot of junior golfers that are like coming in. As long as there are junior golfers, pero like is it booming? I don't think so.
From what I know, there are a lot of guys and women that are actually picking up the sport.
That have
So-
actually won. Sorry, I didn't catch you there, James.
Sorry, I would say there's a lot of men and women actually picking up the sport because of the pandemic. I've heard stories from a lot of clubs, GMs, that their clubs are getting more full because obviously golf is an individual sport, pretty much, and some of the people that that want to exercise and then go out of their houses,
They
they can
are,
actually do golf,
Yeah.
and it's a safer sport.
and
versus,
socially
like-
distancing, right?
Exactly, you're socially distancing yourself from other people, and yeah, it. I would say it's booming.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess with like the weekend golfers, ganun,
Yeah.
it's booming. But
How
like
about
with
sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask about the professional scene here in the Philippines. Do we have certain players na who go represent the country abroad, or maybe who compete in the Olympics?
Yeah, we had one player that competed in the Olympics, Miguel Tabuena. And then I
Okay.
think this coming Olympics there will be two girls.
Nice.
Bianca Pagdanganan and Yuka Saso.
Yeah.
So they're really good players. Like they're on the big stage. Those two girls. So it's nice that Marin representing the Philippines.
yeah, especially for golf. Yeah.
Yeah, especially for golf.
How about individually naman? What are some of the tournaments you guys have competed in, both local and international? Can we just have a rundown? Siguro, if it's a lot, maybe like just the past few years.
I didn't compete in a lot of international as a pro.
Yeah.
I didn't. Not yet.
Not yet.
I competed not yet. So hopefully in the future. I went to Taiwan, and then I think that's about it. And then I did Japan Q school before I didn't get in, and then Taiwan and Japan. Pretty much, that's it for my professional career.
For me, since I started out in 2010, I've tried out on the Asian Tour circuit. I've never really gotten my full status to play on the tour, but because of country exemption, I would be able to, get some starts. So I've played around Asia quite a bit. So Thailand, Malaysia.
Nice.
I've been to Pakistan once, played an Asian Tour event, and I think I finished 8th or 7th.
Oh wow. So that's
Um,
kind of like representing the Philippines, right?
yeah,
You're,
pretty.
you're carrying the flag.
I'm carrying the flag since
Yeah.
since I'm a Filipino passport holder.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I've played around, but since now the whole pandemic's going on, I don't have status on Asian tour
Yeah, it has
or
really
whatnot. Yeah, so it's on hold. It's on halt, Muna, because of travel restrictions. And I feel like also that my game's kind of going down a bit.
deteriorated. Yeah.
Um, I feel like I haven't put in enough competitive rounds to be confident enough to go out there, but I'm sure they'll turn
Yeah,
around and stuff.
it will pick up. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, going back to your achievements, a couple like what you guys mentioned, especially you, James, because you've competed internationally. I'd like to ask you both, what are some of your career highlights? Doesn't really have to be an award you won, but more of like your favorite moment as professionals. Maybe we can start with you, Marvi.
Me, as a professional, probably when I pissed him off on the course. Joke. My favorite highlight would be when I think that was in Luisita. We played in Luisita then. I mean, I think I played good that tournament. I wasn't just putting well. Pero I had the chance to finish first, but I didn't. But it was an experience. Parang the pressure na feel mo, and then I like that. Parang feeling the pressure again. Kasi after college, I had a year off where I didn't play any tournaments because I stayed in the US to work a little and see a coach there. And then I wasn't competing because the competitions there are very pricey. Like the tournaments, like to sign up was like $600, and then I was an amateur still, so it cost me a lot if I would play. So um, yeah, like feeling the pressure again in Luisita was a good experience for me.
Yeah,
I would
because it's something you overcame naman din.
um not really, pero because I didn't win, pero it was good to feel it again.
Yeah,
Na parang the pressure, the nerves, parang it's a different feeling talaga eh.
yeah, iba talaga what the sport
Like
brings.
yeah,
Yeah.
iba yung feeling. So yun. I'm guessing he's gonna say when he won.
Really, you won that, congrats.
When he won the tournament, that's your highlight, diba?
Yeah, I would say.
The one the picture kanina.
Which one? The first one? Okay, yeah, yeah, I remember. Nice, congrats. By the way, Miss Reese comments, what's your favorite golf equipment?
Mhm.
A random question from our viewers. What's your
Oh,
favorite equipment?
maybe
For me, whatever works. But
Whatever.
I've been using ping equipment for years already. I've tried switching, but I've always gone back to ping. I used to be sponsored by them also back in 2013, 14, and 15. But yeah, they had to lay me off. But until now, I still use their club. So yeah,
for me
How about you, Marvin?
Srixon clubs. I've been using Srixon for quite some time now because of my college coach's help. Coach Mark,
Yeah.
he helped me get the hookups with Srixon. And then here also, like the Srixon team here. with Tito Rafi and Tito Arnel. They helped me a lot with getting balls like that. Yun, ball is so important. Golf.
Shout out to
golf.
Encore.
Shout out sa ganito! Shout out!
All right. I hope they answered your question, Miss Reese. So, I'd like to ask naman as a couple, how do you think golf played a role in, obviously you guys met because of golf, right? But how did the sport help you bond together? Did it like obviously bring you closer, or how big,
Yeah,
how big
we
of a
would
role?
compete kasi we wouldn't be like super like so lovey-dovey on the course. We actually like parang nagsasagutan kami sa course eh.
Oh
Naging
wow, competitive.
yeah.
We would go 1-on-1 actually.
Yeah, we would bet ganyan.
Good
Tapos
win.
Who would win? The first one she would win. I think I didn't let her win the first one, but then after that she had a hard time beating me.
the first one counts. It's only the first one that counts. So I won the first one. obviously.
Nice. We'll only count the first one for sure. So, how did it like build your chemistry? How did the sport did it play a role in building your chemistry?
I would say that the time spent together.
Yeah.
You know, if you spend that much time with someone, obviously, sometimes sometimes it can grow. Sometimes you just literally just stay friends. But
Yeah.
in some cases, but for ours, we grew.
Yeah,
We
like,
grew from it.
yung pikunan naging pikunan with kilig. Charot.
Yeah, I can imagine. Happy
Pero yun.
Yeah,
Parang ganun.
I guess that's how it started.
Siya kasi. Joke.
Why?
Wala.
So, I ask my guests every show na what are the values they pick up from playing their sport. Because obviously, I'm a big believer na I feel sports is really a metaphor to everyday life. So, I'd like to ask you both, are there certain values you picked up as golf players na you find yourself applying it on your daily lives?
You can go with this.
Okay. Ito, from what I remember, one part lang. Kasi we were provided with a psychologist in college.
Okay.
Tapos she talked to me a lot about
Mhm.
trying to neutralize my feelings. Kasi I'm a very emotional person when it
Mhm.
comes to golf. Like, a lot of people said na they've never seen me angry. Pero with golf, I always get angry. Parang, like, sa golf lang ako nagagalit. Tapos, she told me na parang, how about try staying calm for like a full month before your event. Or like, right now, try to stay calm before an event. So like, even when you drive, when someone cuts you off, like, try to just parang remain calm. Parang wag daw magalit, ganyan. With things that piss you off, don't get mad, just stay calm. Parang zen, parang ganon.
Yeah.
She told me like, apply it in your life. And then see if it helps you with golf.
Right. Okay. That's
So it's opposite, di ba? Parang try to change your life and see if it helps you with your sport. So I did that. This was in 2017.
Mhm.
I did that, and then my tournament, I wasn't playing well, but I had a very zen attitude. Parang calm lang. I didn't get mad. Super neutral lang. But then, um, it was better for my game actually when I was more patient, parang calm, understanding. And then parang nakakagulat lang kasi parang yung preparation ko for the event, um, it's like months back na I had to be calm. Parang, parang may effect pala yun sa game, but like how I live my life.
Yeah,
I should do that again.
that's really beautiful.
Been doing that.
Unleashing that energy, no? Thanks for that,
Yeah.
Mark. By the way, Miss Ella Leyva says, "Ye tough love."
Yeah.
How about you, James? Are there certain values na you picked up from the sport na you apply to your daily life? Or is it like Marvi's na she learned it along the way?
Well, I learned mine along the way also.
Okay.
I mean, when I first started, I never got that privilege like her with a psychologist or something or whatnot. But through my experiences with like basketball,
Yeah.
obviously,
Sport in general.
yeah, sports in general, being an athlete, being disciplined, you know, your time management, all that. You know, how you are on the golf course, you can relate. You can actually apply in your life. You know, like before hitting a golf shot, you know you have all the preparation, like your numbers, like how far you have in, um, what you need to do to get mentally ready before you step up and hit the ball. And
Mhm.
you have to trust yourself. You have to be confident, and then you have to, when you're all that, you have you can pull the trigger pretty much. And
Yeah.
I can't concentrate there. Can you close the door? What was I saying?
When you build the confidence in golf, that's it.
When you build confidence, when you trust yourself, you're able to execute the same thing with life. You know, if you're gonna do something, like if you're gonna invest in a business, you're gonna have to prepare. You're gonna have to, you know, you're gonna have to be confident in your decision. And then after you're confident with your decision, you gotta execute it, you know, and then stick with it. Whether you fail, whether you accomplish it, doesn't matter. But say it's very
Very related to life. There's
yeah,
a saying that golf is the closest thing to life.
because there's a lot of things that you think about.
And like because you get um like good breaks from bad shots, bad breaks from good shots. It's always a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people said na it's one of the closest sports to life, relating to life. Which I think is true then
Yeah.
in a way. Yeah.
Thanks for that, Marvi and James. So our comment section is flooding, and I just like to throw out the questions being asked to you both, if you mind. So first is Mr. Joseph Suarez. He asks, "How do you do work out to prepare for golf, or maybe prior to the pandemic na lang? Did you both have workouts to prepare for your tournaments?"
Yeah, our coach actually helps us with that. We actually work out for to prepare our bodies. Because the golf swing, if you look at it, like it's some swings are very parang compare. It's actually a fast movement. Like you swing in like like seconds lang or a split second, and it's very violent on the body because you have to be explosive. So a lot of golfers, if they're very explosive but they do not have like the right strength in their joints or muscles, pero explosive silang tao, they could get injured fast. So we actually work out so
We can
we
prevent
keep our
injuries.
bodies healthy kasi we need to invest in ourselves kasi like we're athletes, we have to like take care of ourselves kasi we rely on our bodies for our performance. And yeah.
Next question is, what is the most efficient workout for golfers? Asked Miss Francesca Moreno. You guys know
Shout
them, or just people asking?
Yeah, they're actually our friends. Yeah. I feel like they're just throwing questions out. For what the most
Shout out to
efficient.
them for tuning in.
I know, shout out. Thanks for the support. Mga Repa peeps joke. What is the most efficient workout to go?
Workout
Um,
to go.
I would say something explosive. Like something a lot of people actually think na golfers need to work out. Like we hear that a lot. But actually golfers
This
need
is you
to,
both, or is it something that you're just like, oh, whatever?
yeah, it's annoying, but it's like they don't know. It's fine.
Yeah.
Great example. My dad would go up to me and says, "Why are you lifting heavy?
Yeah.
Why are you always lifting heavy? How are you going to swing the golf club? You're going to
Yeah.
lose your feel. You're going to lose your touch."
But actually
technically, it doesn't. You don't lose it. You're building
Yeah.
onto your body and your whole machine to be able to withstand like explosiveness.
our workouts right now are power, like it's a mix of powerlifting and Olympic lifting. So and then a bit of we do French contrast like styled programs, and then like sometimes on different days accessories to like we do accessory exercises for developing muscles then. Pero most of the time powerlifting and Olympic lifting.
Powerlifting, Olympic.
Yung,
Okay.
yung tailored programs for us.
Thanks for that. So, I love this question, Miss Ella Leiba. What do you like most about each other?
Wala. Sino ba tong joke?
Man.
He's very caring.
Aww.
He's actually sensitive.
No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
He's very parang if you see him, you wouldn't think he's sensitive. Pero like sensitive in the way na he knows how to, like he knows when I'm I'm not happy. Parang ganun. Parang he can feel, like he can sense my emotion.
Yeah.
Parang understanding din siya.
It's obvious naman eh.
Huh?
You're very showy.
So if she makes tampo in the golf course, or she throws what Marvi had mentioned kanina, tantrum, nafe-feel
Yeah.
mo James.
Nakikita ko.
May feel niya. Tatapon ko sa kanya yung club eh. The joke. Di naman ganun.
Yeah, I guess I'm just patient in a way.
Yeah, patient. Patient siya.
That's nice.
Especially with Marvi. So
Grabe, especially talaga. Miss Reese Ponce says kilig. Yeah, it's really kilig. How about you naman, James, before we go on break? What do you like most about Marvi?
I like that she's kind. She's very kind and sweet in a way. In a way, huh? Because sometimes
Gusto ko yung in-expound pa yung in a way.
In a way. Oh my!
it explodes sometimes. But she's also super caring, and I love that, and very supportive with my golf, and I'm very supportive with her golf,
Yeah.
and whatever she does in life, I support, and I get the same from her, and it's really good, and it's good for golf, especially our career. Having someone to support one another is a big advantage, and it's nice. It's nice to be out there to, like I can caddy for her when I'm free. If I don't have an event, she can caddy for me when she doesn't have an event, and it's always great to have someone beside you, pushing you, and making the best come out of you. Yeah.
That's
you.
Happy Valentine's Day indeed. All right, we'll head to break. We'll hear more about Marvi and James's love story when we get right back.
We'll be back shortly. This is Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Connected ka na ba para laging updated sa mga bagong shows, promos, trending news, viral videos, events, o patok na OPM hits? Just follow us on Facebook at V81 Radio Manila. Simple lang, itype lang ang letter V81 Radio Manila. O, di ba madali lang? Kaya i-like at i-follow na. Are you ready to explore a new kind of music? Yung bang kakaiba na hindi mo pa napapakinggan? Mga bagong artist. Nagugulat sa inyo sa kanilang awit at tugtugan. Discover them, hear them in Napalm Hour. Ang Napalm ay ang new all-Pinoy alternative music source na para sa kakaibang musika. Alternative artists and bands all the time. Catch them at Napalm Hour. Mondays through Fridays, 12 noon to 1 p.m. and 8 to 9 p.m. Streaming live on V81 Radio mobile app. Kaya i-download mo na for free. Now na! Now back to Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio Manila.
Okay, we're back here at Sportswatch with our guests today, James and Marvi. Hello again, guys. So, thank you for those who wrote down in our comment section. Actually, that's what I'm going to be asking you now in our rapid fire segment. More questions about each other. So that's like a warm up. If for those watching, if you're interested, you can still comment down if you have questions for Marvi and James na you want to ask. So are you both ready for the rapid fire? It's super chill, don't worry.
Do we just answer sabay?
Yeah. Well, however you guys want.
Okay.
Game. Yung competition, sino una mag-ano? Okay, so first question. Favorite tournament you guys have competed in?
Luisita.
Cat. Lucita.
Sorry, what's that?
Luisita.
Yeah.
Same.
Lucita. Same.
Luisita event.
Right. When was that?
2018.
2018. Okay. Next, hardest tournament you've competed in?
TCC.
TCC.
Invitational.
Yes. Same. TCC.
Invitational.
That course is hard.
What does TCC mean?
The country
The
club,
country club in
Laguna.
Canlubang.
Canlubang Laguna.
Yeah. It's a hard course.
The course is owned by Ricky Razon, our main sponsor of ICCSI,
for our tournaments.
for our tournaments.
Next question. Who made the first move?
Siya.
How was it? Like, did you slide in the DMs or what?
Oh,
Was
No.
it?
I just told her I liked her.
Oh, wow.
Wow, pa cute.
Bakit siya? Tatabihan niya ako, ganyan.
Ah, talaga? Did you, na?
Ako naman, sige na nga.
Marvi, did you get a hint na he was kind of like making a move?
At first I thought it was a joke. So we would joke around we would joke around like making jokes na parang hirit. Like cheesy lines ganyan. But I thought it was a joke. And then
It all started as a joke.
yeah, it all started as a joke. And then
While you're react, sabay mag-react yung aso.
yeah, and then like umamin siya. Like na it's real. Yes, real. Yeah.
That's so cute. So next is
Me too.
favorite golf move.
Golf move.
Movie.
Move. Like maybe favorite part of golf. It could
Favorite
be
part of
the swing or the course or just the pressure.
Competing.
Competing.
I don't know. I don't know.
I say competing.
James, you can say Marvi. Meeting Marvi.
Ay, ano ba yan?
Oh, sorry.
Cut to commercial. Mag-aaway muna kami.
Gonna throw a tantrum. Okay, this question, I like this question from Miss Reese Paul. Plan to get married in a golf course.
Maybe not.
We haven't talked about it.
Yeah, we haven't talked
don't know.
about it.
That's gonna be so exciting if it happens. Favorite places to go on dates?
Where there's good food.
Pero where do you guys normally go? If you guys don't want to say that, then it's okay.
We go to a lot before. Oh, a ramen place. We like ramen. You right.
Favorite ramen restaurant. In the south, there's a really good ramen place there. I like Yushuken. I don't know if you guys have tried it. It's in Manila.
Yes, we tried it. It's good.
And
We did
Mendocor.
Hanamarukin, Ramenagi, Mendocor or Yushukin.
Yeah.
Sarap.
Biggest supporter in your lives besides each other?
Our parents.
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 Yeah.
When was the last time you did anything related to golf?
Anything. Maybe yesterday ba? What were you doing yesterday?
Nothing.
Um,
What's today? Saturday?
yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Nice. So, what are your plans for Valentine's Day?
Maybe stay home, watch movies.
Yeah, might have a little surprise for dinner.
Nice. Oops. I may or may have not ruined that. Apologies. Speaking of movies, favorite golf movie?
Tin Cup.
Bagger Vans.
Favorite experience your golf career has brought you to?
College experience.
College.
Winning.
Winning.
Start up. Yeah.
My college experience was good.
Fill in the blanks. Golf is
Hard.
hard.
Yeah. Challenging.
Normally, athletes would be like, or when I asked them this question, they'd be like, kumari last week, table tennis. Table tennis is love. Table tennis is love.
Wala, it's hard.
Hard.
Yung sagot ni James is hard with no hesitation or whatsoever.
I'll tell you something. I'm not the most talented golfer, so winning was a very relieving accomplishment. I mean, it took me 9 years to get my first win, so that's why I say golf is hard.
Yes,
Yeah, golf is hard.
golf is
I'm
hard.
to be honest, right now I'm in a bit of a pickle. I'm struggling with golf right now, pero parang I'm still trying my best. Not giving up yet.
And I'm sure you guys will find a way to get over that rut. So next question is from Miss Ella Leyba. Do you guys know her? Is she like a friend?
Yeah, she's a good friend.
Miss Ella asks, what's your future goals or plans in your golf career? Is that $1 million question or?
Yeah. My future goals is, syempre, it's still the dream to play in the LPGA.
Still, yeah. For her LPGA, me PGA.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Like we're still trying.
I mean, even if it takes me another 8 years.
8
So
years.
be it.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Me too.
Next, James, fill in the blanks. Marvi is
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow. Yeah.
This is gonna be hard to top, Marvi. James is
Carrie.
Care. That's cute.
He's really caring person.
Favorite golf athlete of all time?
Tiger Woods.
Tiger
Oh,
Woods
ganda.
talaga.
Yeah, Tiger Woods.
Hardest moment you've experienced in golf?
Almost giving up.
Same.
I'm glad you guys didn't.
Like losing motivation. I think that was the toughest
Last
for me.
but not least, 3 important values slash learnings or slash insights you picked up from playing golf.
3, I would say patience, gratefulness, just being thankful that you're out
Yeah.
there.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, and then compassion, like passion.
Passion. How
Passion
about
is what
you, James?
Confident, trust, and passion.
Nice. I love those. So we'll leave it up. We'll leave it to that, and we'll be back and hear more from James and Marvi.
We'll be back shortly. This is Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Pagpatak ng 7, dapat lahat nakatutok sa amin. Catch these programs at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Talk Shop Asia Global, USA Edition, with Rolly Pagaspas and Rosario Cajucom Brad Perry. Home Not Alone, Sounds from Home, with Papa Gio. And Freedom in Christ, with Felsen. It's all about entrepreneurship, entertainment, and enlightenment. Back to back programs at 7. LA at 7. LA at 7. Exclusively on V81 Radio, Los Angeles. Kabayan, nahuhomesick ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang Tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. Now back to Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Okay, we're back here at Sportswatch with our guests, Marvi and James.
Hello again.
Hello again, you both. Thanks again for taking the time off your Saturday to join me talk golf and, of course, your lovely relationship formed by golf, which is really great. By the way, love it. So, before we wrap things up, I'd like to ask. You both have found a passion for golf or for something that has become obviously so significant in your lives, right? So, can you just please share some encouraging words to perhaps our audience on how they can find their calling as well, or maybe interest, just like how you guys did that? Hopefully, they can eventually pursue them in the long run, just like how you guys pursued golf professionally.
I think if you pick up the game and you love it, stick with it, go through its highs and lows. When you finally accomplish something, it's very rewarding, and you really give yourself a tap in the back for the accomplishments you do. Tap in the back. What's wrong with tap in the back? Tap. Anyway, but I think if you do love the sport, keep going. Don't ever give up. That's always my motto. Don't ever have, at least you don't have to regret yourself in the future. That parang what if I kept on playing golf?
Walang what if.
Wala nang what if, yeah. So keep striving and practice hard and go to school first.
Yes. Stay in school,
finish
kids.
college and then decide whether you want to turn pro or whatnot.
For some, they find their calling, or they found their calling early. So
Early in their lives, yeah.
they didn't go to college and they went for it.
Yeah.
And that's okay too. I'd say do what you want. Like if you want to try this sport, you want to try that sport, do it. Like
Just get yourself out there.
Yeah, put yourself out there, I would say. Kasi yun nga, malulunod ka ng what if hindi mo gawin. Kasi in the future, baka ang dami mong regrets na ganito sana ako, what could have been. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the worst than like saying, I tried, I failed, but at least I tried.
Yeah.
I think that's better than what could have been if I had done this.
Those are perfect words to end the show. Thank you again, James and Marvi. Really fun talking about your well-formed relationship and your careers. I wish you all good luck sa careers niyo. And yeah, let us know when you have competitions. We'll for sure get it heard out there through our platforms. Do you guys have social media handles or maybe perhaps your team's channels na you want to share? Maybe
Yeah, our social media,
You can follow James Ryan Lamb. Just search that on
IG.
IG and Facebook.
Yeah, same with me. Marvi Monsalve on
Yeah.
IG.
so that's
And
what
we have a tournament March 12th, right?
March
8th.
12th. Nice.
March 8th to 12th.
And then the next
And
one,
then the following week.
Your tournament gonna be? Can people check that out or?
You can check live scorings on pgt.ph.
it's gonna be in Eagle Ridge.
Yeah, Eagle Ridge.
Yeah.
They're gonna do
They're nice
men
enough
and,
to
men and girls
give
together at the
us.
same time.
Yeah, they're nice enough to like give us 2 weeks on that course and give
Nice.
us like staying time. So yeah, see,
Yeah.
So
like the
I'll
youth.
definitely stay tuned to that to support you both. So thanks again for hopping in the show and
Thank you.
thank you.
Really
Happy
appreciate
Valentine's Day to you both. It was really fun hearing your story. Nakakakilig.
Wow.
Happy Valentine's to all the
Valentine's
viewers.
Day.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Oh, there we have it. So if there's one thing we learned or that proved in today's show is that love is wonderful. I love seeing James and Marvi's chemistry on air. It was really telling. And it just shows that love can happen anywhere and anytime and even flourish in the golf course, just like how theirs did. See what sports can do. Who said you can't find love in sports? James and Marvi's story will tell you that they themselves, sports themselves, helped flourish their love. So with that, here's to Valentine's Day, to golf, and to sports, and to love. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. There you have it. Once again, this is your sports girl anchor, Nicole Ganglani. Thank you for tuning in today. Catch me live every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12:30 for more sports action. Tune in for today's shows. We have Beauty in the Box at 1 p.m. to 2:30, hosted by Alia Ambray, followed by Making a Difference by Erica from 3:30 to 4:30. For tomorrow, we have New All Pinoy Alternative Music, hosted by Charlie Diaz, followed by Let's Chat with Tita Gracie from 6:30 to 7:30, and last but not least, Practical Magic from 8 p.m. to 9:30, hosted by Rev Regta. So again, I'll catch you all next week. Have a happy Valentine's and be safe out there. Peace.
Buckle up and get ready, set, and go. We're bringing you the action on air here on Sportswatch. Join Sports Girl anchor Nicole Ganglani as she dives deep into the lives of the athletes, fitness personalities, and enthusiasts from sports industry. Sportswatch every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy, your all hits, all Pinoy digital radio station in South Manila. This is V81 Radio.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at